And finally, Narendra Modi has reached the district collectorate's office. He is now making his way into the building, and as you can see, a lot of security present there. We did see that huge roadshow, and now Narendra Modi, after quickly shifting vehicles, has now reached the district collectorate office. He will file his nomination papers in a matter of minutes from now, accompanied by his four proposers: a retired judge, a singer, a weaver, as well as a boatman. All of them symbolic with Varanasi, with its thriving business and its traditional views with regards to the way it is etched in the minds of the people. Clearly, several BJP leaders have come together there. You can see Naqvi, Ravi Shankar Prasad and Amit Shah present there. All three of them making their way to the district collectorate's office, and right behind them is Narendra Modi, dressed in full white. He has been engulfed by a sea of saffron all through the day, and now unprecedented security arrangements being made to ensure that he is provided the right amount of security. He is accompanied by Lakshmikant Bajpai, who is BJP's Uttar Pradesh chief. And of course, it looks like several BJP leaders are present there. Earlier we also showed you how Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi, Ravi Shankar Prasad, as well as Amit Shah were present. Amit Shah, of course, was seen right next to Narendra Modi during that roadshow, and now soon after, two other BJP stalwarts also present to witness Narendra Modi going ahead and filing his nomination. Well, Bhagis, finally we're looking at Narendra Modi going ahead and filing his nomination. Almost a 1.5-hour delay there, considering that unprecedented crowd of over 2 lakh people.
Well, it is, Akshita, and it is also such an unprecedented roadshow. In fact, it was the who's of who that Modi will be selecting. Those were the close aides that Modi had. In fact, even now we have Amit Shah next to him, and Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi is also next to him while he's going to file his nomination papers. And this is a very important constituency with regards to the BJP. They want the ethos and cultural specialness of this constituency to be taken into consideration. So a lot of planning also done, but it was expected for him to arrive at the place by 12:10 to file his nominations. That has been significantly delayed, and the interesting part of it is that there was a huge crowd, in fact, huge crowd that was there along with him while they were giving the support for the BJP Prime Ministerial hopeful to come and file the nomination papers. In fact, the people who've been chosen for it is also very interesting. You have a boatman, a weaver, and the retired High Court judge who will be there to propose his name. Initially, it was the Bismillah Khan's family, the Shenais Bismillah Khan's family, that was asked to, in fact, file the nomination papers. But it seems that that did not go happen. But before that, they had a second plan in place, and it was these people who will be proposing his name. In fact, after the Chaiwala, it is now these people who have been at the fringes of the caste society who's been made to come inside. So quite a thinking out of there, trying to build bridges with these communities also. But again, it is another factor that we have to look into. It is that Modi's close aide, Amit Shah, is beside him. He's been a lieutenant for Modi, and in fact, if you look at the entire way the succession plan for Gujarat is meant, if Modi is going to become the Prime Minister of this country, would be that Amit Shah will be assisting him in the Prime Minister's office, while Anandiben will be taking care of Gujarat as its Chief Minister. So this is this kind of succession plan also in place, which in fact now shows quite well there, because Amit Shah has been, especially with this nomination, has been next to him.
And besides that, Narendra Modi is spotted right next to Hindustani classical singer Chandulal Mishra, who is of course one of his proposers. But besides that, BJP leaders Ravi Shankar Prasad, Amit Shah, as well as Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi present along with Narendra Modi there for witnessing his nomination papers being filed. He has 4 proposers with him once again: a weaver, a boatman, a noted classical singer, as well as a retired judge. And Narendra Modi, after that impressive roadshow, has now reached the district collector's office in Kacheri and all set to file his nomination. Seen interacting with all the people there, with the security as well as his proposers. Keep in mind that it is a very symbolic thought that the BJP has put in. They have ensured from even in Vadodara that they choose someone like a chaiwala. This time around, people who will in fact be synonymous with Varanasi, be it the fact that they have a very strong weaver community or for that matter a boatman, and of course besides that, 2 influential figures as well. Once again, Modi seen interacting with a noted Hindustani singer Chandulal Mishra there. Immense show of strength by the BJP, finally culminating with Modi there at the district collectorate's office. He is expected to meet the DC soon and go ahead and file his nomination, interacting with Amit Shah as well as other BJP leaders who have come to be a part of this day. In fact, security trying to ensure that the public do not enter while this incident is taking place, ensuring that not too many people manage to gather around the collectorate's office. We also saw that many barricades were put up in the particular area to ensure that people do not enter the vicinity. Well, in the past we have seen Narendra Modi's proposals in Vadodara as well. One was a chaiwala, clearly trying to make a pleasant connection and put across that image of him being a chaiwala once upon a time. But this time around, even before he reached Varanasi, Modi in his blog went on to talk about the cultural history, the fact that it is so symbolic, the entire holy city, and it looks like that is exactly the same point that he's driving home with his proposals, also sticking to a particular community, 2 communities in fact, both of whom are pretty much dominant in Varanasi.
It is, and it's also the important way of, in fact, communicating with that particular communities, trying to build bridges with those communities, and also to ensure that their loyalties stay with him. It is part of a very important electoral calculation that Modi has been working out in Varanasi. He's been trying to, in fact, even build bridges with the Muslim community there, though in spite of all the controversies that have been coming up. So clearly, here's a person who knows the electoral mood of that place and also the electoral calculation that one has to have. So symbolically, all these things work out in the political landscape as perceptions. So it is important to know that he's working on the perceptions, and it is also important to know that the party does not want to show an elitist image, but also needs to show with the common man being part of it. So these proposers are also very common men who have been there. One is a weaver, one is a boatman. So these common people are also trying to be pulled into the mainframe. But in this act, what he's doing is politically communicating with all these groups, Akshita, so that it could translate into an advantage later for him.
Absolutely, Verghese. But just moments away from Narendra Modi going ahead and filing his nomination, he's seen in fact standing there talking to BJP leaders, Amit Shah, Naqvi right behind him, and of course we also saw Ravi Shankar Prasad present there. He was also seen interacting with one of his proposals, which is of course noted Hindustani singer Chandulal Mishra. These are live visuals from the district collectorate's office, which is in Kacheri. It's been a long journey for Modi to get here. In fact, he was expected to file his nomination by 12:10, so almost a 1.5-hour delay due to the unprecedented crowds present for his 2-kilometer roadshow. In fact, at one point it almost seemed like he was struggling to make his way through the crowd, and of course also he did stop in several areas to go ahead and garland statues and interact with the people. So there was a considerable delay, but finally it looks like Modi will file his nomination almost 1.5 hours later.
Yeah, the timing was, in fact, a lot of people had raised a question citing the crowds that were there. Even in the previous nomination at his constituency in Vadodara, there was also the delay in time. It was not in the perfect time that he was able, because over there also, because of the crowds, Modi found it difficult to make way to the district collector's office. And here also at the Kacheri also, they found it a little difficult to come because of the crowd. And there was massive crowds. It looks like in the entire units from the state have been flowing into it. So it's been said that these people must have been asked to come over there to show the strength because of the ARP rally that was there yesterday. So because of that, the huge crowds that had turned up, in fact, made it difficult for him to go to the Kacheri. And also, though it was a very short distance, there was a plan in garlanding these statues, as you rightly pointed out, which is also a way of trying to connect with the communities, because the persons of statues that he garlanded also mattered. In fact, you had Bhimrao Ambedkar, Swami Vivekananda, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So he made sure that he ensured that he stopped, he garlanded these statues and then moved forward, trying to put in the kind of philosophy that he stands for and his idea about India. So also it's very interesting to note that he's been trying to rip the legacy of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel away from the Nehru-Gandhi directive as a person who could have been much better. So it is a narrative that he's been trying to take away from. So very prominently, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel also has been featured in this route, and it's a well-planned route because this route took him through the heart of Varanasi, especially through its cultural centers, and then to the nomination office where the Kacheri, where he will be filing his nomination. So, but the other interesting part also, you had the required people next to him. His aides, his close aides were also next to him. You had Amit Shah, you had Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi also next to him. So he giving a pluralistic image to his rally and roadshow, Akshita.
Right, but it's, in fact, we're still awaiting Narendra Modi to enter the DC's office and go ahead and file his nomination. As of now, he's seen interacting with all the people present there, and Narendra Modi patiently waiting along with several other BJP leaders. In fact, one of the security personnel was also seen interacting with Modi, telling him that there may be a slight delay, and Modi was seen reassuring them that he did not mind waiting. In fact, what we understand is that there are a number of candidates right now present inside the DC's office going ahead and filing their nominations, which is why Narendra Modi is being made to wait outside until the formalities with those candidates are completed, so Modi can go ahead and file his nomination papers as well. It looks like the delay may have actually led to a further delay at the DC office, considering that he was expected to reach there at 12:10, and now the clock almost ticking 1:45. It seems like that may have turned into a bit of an issue, but also Modi stating quite clearly that he didn't mind waiting. At one point it was seen that one of the security personnel had approached him and told him that this was the case. There were several candidates already inside, and that is why he would have to wait. But Modi is seen patiently waiting it out like every other candidate. They're definitely nice to see, Varghese.